Hello, this is Jason Matthews. I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and today I'm going to be answering the question, can you record the police? But before we get started, if you support the police, click the like button. And if you do not support the police, click the dislike button. It's anonymous. And I'm just curious of where you stand because I see a lot of divisiveness out there on social media, on YouTube, and such. Let's get started. Can you film the police? And of course, with most subject matter out there, the answer is situationally dependent. It depends on the circumstances. There are no black and whites because every incident, every situation is different. However, I can make some general statements. Generally speaking, yes, you can film the police in most circumstances. So let's say, for example, the police are conducting a traffic stop of someone and you walk up and you're on the other side of the road on the sidewalk and you're filming the police. Generally speaking, that's going to be allowed. Or if you are a participant in a traffic stop, if you're the driver, for example, or if you're a passenger of a vehicle that has been stopped, generally speaking, yes, you can film the police. However, there are exceptions to this. And the main exception is you cannot interfere with police duties if you are filming. So let's just say, for example, let's say someone is stopped on a traffic stop. And I'm just thinking about this, giving you an example off the top of my head. I've seen videos of this on YouTube and I've experienced this in my career. The driver will say is filming the officer during the traffic stop. However, let's say the person moves the phone out while he's filming in his hand. He has the phone and he has it now at arm's length. And every time the officer tries to look at the individual, he blocks the view of the officer with the cell phone and says, I'm filming you, I'm filming you. In that case, if the officer is prevented from doing his job, in other words, observing the individual, that officer can take that phone away because it's preventing him from doing his job. Another example, let's say the passenger is under arrest. Can the passenger continue to film if they need to be put in handcuffs? Absolutely not. That phone will be taken away so that the officer can handcuff the individual. They can't film the officer with a phone in their hand if they need to be taken into custody. Another example, and this gets a little bit more nuanced. Let's say that an individual is filming the police station. He's across the road from the police station and he's filming the police station. Can he do that? Yes, he can. However, in any regular officer's mind, and this is the training in the academy, and this really is built upon preventing crime and preventing terrorism, for example. Someone who is outside the police station filming is going to raise police suspicions, and for very good reasons. Think the Oklahoma City bombing. Police are trained in the academy to try and prevent terrorism or prevent crimes from happening. And so it's not normal for someone to just stand outside a police station and film the police station or film the activity going in and out of the police station. And so more than likely, I'm going to say most of the time, the average officer, when they will see that, would go across the street and make contact with that individual and ask them what they're doing. Now, is that a voluntary contact? Probably it is. And when I say voluntary contact, what I mean is, are they free to leave? Yes, probably they are free to leave unless there's other extenuating circumstances. Unless the officer is holding them there, they can walk away. And so the officer, even on a voluntary contact, can ask questions of that individual as long as they're free to leave. So I can walk up to that individual and say, why are you filming the police station? Now, do they have to answer if there's no other extenuating circumstances? Probably not. They can just get in their car and leave. Now, am I going to take down their license plate? Yes, I am. I'm going to take down their license plate and their make and model of their vehicle and probably run that through a database because as an officer, generally speaking, I can just run people's license plates randomly. It depends on the jurisdiction because in some jurisdictions, I believe you can't do that. But many officers will just sit on the side of the road and run license plates to see if something comes up suspicious or it's expired or whatever that is. What I would do in that circumstance, if I thought someone was suspicious, I'm going to write a report about that. Even though I didn't get their information, I didn't make contact officially with them where I asked for their driver's license or some ID, even though I didn't do that, I'm still going to maybe even take a picture of their car with my body camera. And then I'm going to go back in that police station and write a report. Or I may even follow that person in my police vehicle. Am I allowed to do that? Absolutely. I'm in a public place. Just like the citizen can follow the police can follow the citizen as long as they're free to leave. Can I take pictures of your car? Yes, it's in a public area. Can I even look through the window as long as I'm not entering the vehicle? Can I look through the window and can I take pictures? Probably in most jurisdictions, yes, unless there's a jurisdiction that says you can't. Why? Because that's public view. They call that public view. Anything that's within public view, I can take a picture of. Just like you as a citizen can take a picture of anything in public view. As long as I'm not leaning into the vehicle or entering the vehicle or doing something extraordinary that gives me access to that vehicle or that area where I'm trying to see that's not in public view. So I obviously can't open the vehicle and lean in. I can't open the vehicle and get in and start searching. No, I cannot do that. But if I can see through the vehicle, and this is actually trained again in the academy, one of the scenarios in the academy that I was in many, many years ago was contacting someone doing exactly this, what I'm describing to you, and then looking through their window and seeing a book on the rear seat that describes how to conduct terrorism of some type. I can't remember the exact, I think it was like a bomb-making book or something. So that would warrant a report. And so I go back to my station, I get in my office, I turn on the computer, and I enter all the information that I can publicly see. The license plate, maybe the registered owner of that vehicle, the make and model of that vehicle, everything I observed. Maybe I download my body camera footage. And now that recreates a report. So see, technically, yes, you can go do that. You can go film police stations, but you're going to arise suspicion here. And so every time, let's say that person comes back and is filming the police station again, I'm going to probably go back out and contact them again and try to talk to them. Can I hold them there under normal circumstances if they're just filming and I don't see anything else? No. But I can sure go out and talk to them. As long as they don't have to answer my questions, I can ask whatever I want. I can say, I can ask them, why are you filming the police station? I can ask them, who are you? Now, can I demand ID? No, probably not. But I can sure ask the question. Or I can even ask them for their ID voluntarily. As long as they're free to leave and say no, either say no or just walk away without any consequences, I can ask them pretty much anything. And they can choose to comply or not comply. I will ask the question, can I see your ID? And they can say, no, you cannot. And all this is in the interest of public safety. Am I there just to harass the person for no reason? No, absolutely not. I'm there for the reason to protect the public or protect the police station. Who knows what this person is planning to do? If Timothy McVeigh was contacted by the police while he was taking pictures of something like the Oklahoma City federal building, that could have been prevented. So it's not that we're just doing this for no reason. This is the training. So now you can see there's several circumstances, and these are just some random examples that I'm giving you, where the person potentially could not continue recording the police, or if they continued to legally record the police, they're probably going to get contacted over and over again if they continue to engage in that behavior. Just like you as a citizen can walk up to any police officer, and you see this on YouTube all the time, people walk up to police and stand right in front of them. Can a police officer walk up to someone and stand right in front of them? Of course they can, as long as they're free to leave. And just like the citizen who stands right in front of the officer, as long as they're free to leave, it's the same rules that apply. Can a citizen walk up and start asking a police officer random questions? Of course. Does the officer have to answer? More than likely, no. See, so this goes both ways. Can police film citizens for no reason? Yes, if they're in a public area, they sure can. I can flip on my body camera. Police can flip on their body camera and start recording at any time, as long as it's authorized. For example, in a public area, it's definitely authorized, except for in some circumstances, which I've talked about on this channel. And that's some of the reasons why I'm against body camera footage, because, well, go watch that video on this channel and some of the downsides of police being able to record you as a private citizen, which you're probably not going to like. In some circumstances, it's not allowed to record with a body camera. There's some circumstances, I may have a separate video about this. There's some circumstances where police cannot record people versus the citizen could record the person. There's some policies and laws in place in certain jurisdictions where police are required to turn off their body camera in certain circumstances. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released. Take care and have a great day.